Why do relationships fail? Welcome to the third video about why do relationships fail. So if you like bossing your man around and controlling him, so probably this video is not gonna resonate with you. Because what I'm going to say here that you are not his mother. So you cannot criticize and scold your man in a way that promotes the feelings of you have done something wrong and you have to be punished, or constantly give him criticism or feedback in that manner. And why I'm saying that? Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I have been there, done that. It doesn't work. What works is feedback. And there is a huge difference. And the way you communicate with your man makes a huge difference in how receptive he would be to the kind of things you want him to change and you want him to do. So we have to understand that deep down, every man, they want to be your hero. The man in the relationship, your man wants to feel that he fulfills you. He's the one that you go to when you have a problem. He is your problem solver. He is the one that you lean on. So when you criticize him constantly and when you scold him constantly, it makes him feel like a failure. It does not motivate him. When you tell him you do this and you do that, and or worse, when you compare him to somebody else, this demotivates him. He feels that he's a failure. He feels that he disappointed you, and that makes him demotivated. And for him, the easiest way out is to look for somebody else that makes him feel loved, that makes him feel accepted, that makes him feel like, oh, I'm a hero. So constantly I would ask men who walked out on relationships, who walked out on their partners, and so often then, it's so often they would give me that answer that the other woman looks up to me. The other woman feels that I am her everything. She constantly wants my advice. She constantly wants to listen to what I want, to my experience in life. And I am marginalized in my current relationship, or I was marginalized in my current relationship. So I lost that feeling with my former partner, and now I want that feeling back. I want the feeling of, oh my God, this woman will be lost without me somehow. So even though they don't admit it, and even though they will not ask you directly to just feel to be completely codependent on them, but they want to feel that you still admire them, you still look up to them, you still value their experience and their existence in your life. And a big no-no again, don't compare him to your friend's husband or your friend's boyfriend, because they don't hear anything but, oh, so you fancy that guy. Oh, so okay, why don't you go date him? He becomes more demotivated. He does not become, oh my God, if I do like that guy, I'm just gonna win her over and I'm gonna, rescue my relationship and win her love back. No, they don't hear it in that sense. They just feel like, oh, so she does not have any feelings for me anymore. She does not value me anymore. I am a failure for her. So I might as well just go look for somebody else, you know. So you have to be careful on how you deliver what you want, which is actually by delivering what you want. Be clear about what you want. You don't have to tell him what did he do wrong. You can tell him what do you want instead. And I know many of you would be rolling their eyes right now saying, how many times? Because I'm telling you, I've been there. I've been there. And I know how frustrating it is to keep telling the man over and over and over again what you want, and they just turn a blind eye to what you need and your needs. But well, the reality is we are wired differently. And I know that sometimes as a woman, I feel that in some of my former relationships, I had to be both the man and the woman, and I had to wear the pants in the relationship, and that made me actually less feminine, which is for me, I am in this reincarnation in a female form, so it's definitely more comfortable for me to tap into my feminine. And by being in a relationship with a passive man who does not take actions, who constantly frustrates me, I had to step more into my masculine, and it was not a comfortable situation. But guess what? When I criticized, when I constantly nagged, that created much more resistance in the relationship. And by focusing more on my needs and my wants and being very clear about what I wanted without giving this negative criticism and without comparing him to other people, yes, they don't change overnight. That's true. It takes him sometimes, but at least he became clear on that this is important for me. And I also clarify my needs and my feelings for that to be done. And this is by no means an invitation for you to tread on eggshells and not express what you want. It's just how you express it and how it becomes effective, you know, because I've tried both ways and I could see the difference. And if you want me to, I go into depth about how to communicate with your partner, and I would love to walk you through the best way to actually get results when you want to communicate with your partner. So I would love to help you. If you want, you can DM me on Instagram, on Facebook, on my website, and I would love to help you if you are struggling with communication with your partner. Having said that, have a nice week. Namaste.